Hi, I'm Wes with Barron Heating. I'm about to take you on a little tour of a system we just installed. Come on. So this is the Fujitsu 12RLS2. Once you see this house, you're going to see why, and I'll tell you why I installed certain units in certain places. But this is the 12HSPF. I believe it's 21 SEER. SEER doesn't matter as much to us up here in the Great Pacific Northwest. But the 12HSPF certainly is the biggest benefit to this one. Also, the construction of the head, you'll notice how we have the front face up. The thing to remember is that as that cycle ends, if you don't have the motion sensor on, that front face comes down and puts a really nice, slick, very slim head unit. This unit has about the same capacity as a standard 18K head. Or sometimes 24 depending on the brand, but mostly an 18. So if I've got a multi-system like I'll show you on the other side of the house with an 18, you'll see the size and girth of that unit. You compare that to this and you've got a great idea of why when you're doing, you have a limited space, you use a unit like this. This has also weekly programmability. It has 4 periods per day, 7 days a week. So you can do what's called an on timer, which allows you to set different temperatures during the day from the remote. Okay, so one of the things I did in this house is a great house because as you can see, I'm not sure if you can actually see it in there. There's a head right there in that bedroom, which I'll show you in just a sec. But this house is big and long. What I was able to do is keep something in the master bedroom that's going to provide plenty of heat in this main part of the house. This is really the guest area down here. So what we do during the day with these guys is that they're going to shut down this head and really use this one as the main for the upstairs. And then we get into colder weather, we need a little supplemental up here, then they'll use this one. And again, I've got it in a displacement configuration so that I'm blowing straight down the hallway. A lot of times I get to ask the question, how much heat will they produce? Well, right now I can't stand right there because it's blowing down my back of my neck and it's very hot air. So you notice the difference in the heads. So while that Fujitsu was really geared around aesthetics, the Daikin, okay, this is a 12K, is really more of, it's not super ugly. It's not the Fujitsu, but you can only get that other design in the standalone single heads. So in our case, our issue is that this house is separated, it's on slab, there's no attic. What I had to do is do a single head over here, run down to our Fujitsu outdoor unit, and then over here on this side of the house I did a multi. This one upstairs, and we'll see the one downstairs with the outdoor unit outside. And then all we had to do was run the extra electrical, because when you run the refrigerant line and what's called a speedy channel line set cover, your costs increase so much it's just not worth it. You might as well just run some extra conduit, put an extra outdoor unit in, and by splitting the systems they got the larger rebate from the power company because I was able to hit that 12HSPF on the other side. So in here we've got our 18. This is a new head by Daikin. This matches the L series heads as well. Daikin has added on their 18 and their 24, they now have weekly programmability. So this main head has the ability to go, same thing, an on timer during the week, 7 days a week. You can set the different temperature settings on the 18 and the 24 heads on the multis. You'll notice that the difference is Daikin's heads used to have way more of a kind of a pinnacle right here. Now it's more of a flat face. They did add, because of their extra efficiency, they did add height. That's now a 13-inch depth. So you want to be careful about really low ceilings with those heads, because it can get, if you go back on the Daikin playlist, you'll see the L series on a low ceiling. It's a great unit. It just was a little bit chunky for that application. So now we'll go outside and let you listen to the units outside. Again, we're dealing with displacement, right? This house was heated by oil heat with oil radiators, and right now we're doing, we're heating this whole floor with that head. So it's another beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. if you live somewhere else in the world and you're looking for a nice place to live that's close to the ocean, here's what you can expect out of pretty much most of the back doors in Whatcom and Skagit and Island County up here. So here's our Fujitsu, our small outdoor unit. You notice we ran it up, and there's our penetration point there into the master bedroom. I'm real fond of wall mounts, you know, in areas that get lots of snow. You know, I always get the question about vibration, but there just isn't any. If you felt this unit, it's vibrating less than you can, you know, they're just not. This is, again, we had turned up the units on the inside, so here's noise. I mean, a car drives by, I can't even hear it. There's something going by, I can't hear the unit. So, but there's our wall mount from the side. Okay. And again, I tend to like wall mounts just because I get them up off the snow. You know, I don't have to pour a pad. I don't have to tear out a plant, etc. They're a little more expensive than a pad, but you save a little bit on speedy channel, a little bit of line, but nothing too significant. It's kind of a wash. Here's our Daikin 3MXS. So you notice a little bigger of a unit. There's our Fujitsu over there. Here's our Daikin. We're coming up the wall. You'll notice we have those aligned perfectly so that we have one continuous speedy channel all the way up to the top. This is the line set cover I was talking about. If I had to run this, you know, around here and all the way down here and up and over that, it would outweigh the cost of just a second. It'd be the cost of having another unit, especially with a lower rebate. Plus now I don't have shared capacity. I don't have a third head leaching off of this unit. I've got these two units that are sharing this big heat pump, whereas that unit, it has its own heat pump. So I have a better capacity of the house. We did a full heat loss, of course, and I was able to figure total capacity for running all times of the year. Another question I get is, you know, how does it, I'm close to the water, salt, debris. I don't know if you can notice the little blue sheen. Daikin tints their coil additive. The Fujitsu doesn't tint it, but it has it, and that's kind of a Teflon coating that keeps debris from sticking, and of course we clean those for free the first year. Oh, so let's just hit noise real quick. So same kind of thing. Now, if I put this into powerful mode on either of these heads, it would obviously get louder, but it's nothing that someone's going to hear. If you're used to listening to other heat pumps, and you can certainly browse through the other brands, Carrier, Lennox, Coleman, etc. If I've got anywhere you can hear it kick on, the you know, at the beginning just isn't there. It doesn't make that noise. And we are bought, hooked, and sold on this. One of the things with Daikin, just to make a quick note for you as consumers, if you do have us install this, we are a 3D back dealer for Daikin, so you get an extra warranty. Normally, Daikin is a 5-year part, 7-year compressor. If you have us install it, it's 7-year parts, 10-year compressor. Fujitsu still has 5 and 7, but Daikin, it's 7 and 10. All right, that has been the, well, Ductless multi-system walkthrough. I hope you got out of it what you needed, and certainly call or email me with questions no matter where you are in the world, and I'd be glad to answer. Bye.